today is regarding mentorship. And shout out to my mentor and my mentors, because most of us believe that you only have one person that should be your mentor. But today, I want you to know that mentors play a very big role in the success of any man. Why? Because if you are to test the ground yourself and run the race yourself, you end up making a whole lot of mistakes. And by the time you make these mistakes, because you will then find yourself being distracted, and you feel that engagement that you are doing does not actually work fine. But does it mean that does not actually work fine? The answer is no. It works fine. The only challenge that you have is just because you did not consider the place of mentorship in the things that you are doing. You didn't consider the conversations that you need to actually have that will cause transformation in your life. I want you to know very importantly that one beautiful thing about mentors is that they are seeing what you have not seen. You know, sometimes we are so beautiful and so gullible in the things that we do, and so filled with so much anxiety that we don't consider some other factors. And the most important thing that actually affect businesses and structures and probably life decisions are actually things that don't seemingly look on the surface, that you can't see on the surface. They're actually things that you can't actually pinpoint that this thing is there. They are not the things that you see physically with your eye. They are not the things that you can actually analyze by yourself, because these are factors that are just hidden and are salient in the process of what you are doing. So one beautiful thing is that you might not see it before, but they have actually gone through that ordeal, and by that they will be willing to guide you. But I want you to know that you have a responsibility too, and they too, they have a responsibility. And that is why most people don't accept mentorship all just like that. They don't all just accept mentorship like that. Rather, what they always do is to look at you and look at your seriousness and probably look at your pedigree before they can. Another challenge mentors have is that sometimes mentors could be operating at a particular level so high from where you are. And what it means is that at that level to you, by the time they are communicating, it will not encourage you to do what you ought to do. They might feel and look too harsh on you in whatever they are saying. And that is why sometimes mentors will reject your request for them to be your mentor. Because for you might be looking at that person is perfect for me, but actually they already saw that they would not be, they are not perfect for you. Because by the time they are pushing you, they would actually damage your vision rather than building it up because of your current capacity and the level with which they operate. That's one. Another reason why mentors can actually turn you down is because of availability of time. That's another thing. Some mentors will look at it, because when one declares that he is your mentor, but what it means is that he will be responsible for your downfall and your pitfalls. What he's trying to do is to put the weight behind you to ensure that you succeed. That's the purpose. So certainly one of the challenges sometimes they might, which I said earlier, that they might not have the time because they are very, very busy. Even they themselves, if you know about successful people, is that successful people are on their own busy in the first place. They are busy with one thing or the other, and now they want to put you into it. This is because of that activity and that system they put in place that has made them to be successful in the first place, that made them to be attracted, you to be attractive, attracted to them. But one thing you need to know is that sometimes time might be the challenge. Another challenge that they used to have, why they turn down other mentors or turn down your offer, the offer to be your mentor, is sometimes the challenge is that they might not be so technically inclined with the field of study or the nature of the business that you want to engage in. So these are things that there is need for you to actually look at, and by the time you look at it, then you'll be able to see those are the reasons. Now, on your own part, one of the things that you have to actually do, because most of the times we see a whole lot of people that are successful, and we want them to be our mentor. It's very, very important. And one of the things is that you must make sure that the person is conversant with what you do. Very, very important. You must become